Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do you what's cracking. It's Wednesday the 18th today. There's something huge going on in the universe, though, at the moment. I don't know what it is. I didn't have a very good night. I was a little bit restless, so I feel like something's happening. Something's getting close. So I think a lot of you probably are feeling that feeling at the moment. Okay. I can't remind you of dates because I'm not at home, so I don't have my blackboard. I do have a blackboard with all the dates on it. I do know I've got a live Facebook card pulls on the 13th of October, so if you want to join us there, please whip over and like my Facebook page at the Aussie Goddess. That one wanted to come out. We're in the Hanged Man at the moment. But let's get on with it. And when I get back next week, I'll make sure you all get reminders. Okay, so I have the 9 of Wands coming out here. So we have the card of the Wounded Warrior. This card talks of having boundaries. Sometimes the boundaries are, not in place and therefore you get wounded. So you're not good at sort of speaking up with people and saying, that doesn't suit me, I don't like that, I won't put up with that. So you might have poor boundaries. Another reason this card comes out is if you're blocking yourself off and your boundaries are too strong, so you people aren't coming to you because you've got your fortress set too high. And the other time that it comes out with the boundaries is when you set boundaries for yourself that limit you having new things. So we'll have a look and see. Okay, so we do have the Lovers card coming up behind that. So first off, I'm thinking that some of you out there are either needing to set boundaries or you're stopping love coming in because of your boundaries. But there's definitely a love relationship. Okay. So then we have the Moon. Now, the Moon talks obviously of secrets. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces here. This person is trying to break down your walls by the looks of things. Now, it could be the other way around, but there is something being withheld here that's not giving you the opportunity to go past a point. So there's some sort of point here that's sort of almost like it's stuck, but there is the Fool card after that. So we do have a brand new start. I do want to peek at the next card. Okay. All right. So there's a fear of heartbreak here. There's a fear of being hurt. And because of that, you set boundaries for yourself. You may be avoiding the pain rather than taking the opportunity to move towards it. Now, it could be the other person too, because the readings do flip-flop. So it could be someone has pain or has dealt with pain or is dealing with pain in order to have a brand new start with you. But at the moment, their boundaries are up. Could be dealing with a King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a Leo, Sag or Aries, but more likely this person is a person who is very self-assured, can sometimes be, like a business owner, but is in charge. So management, doing something in a leadership role, very much a leader in his own life. He knows what he wants and he knows how to go after it. It could be you at the moment too, if you've got the other person putting their boundaries up. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords here. So there's definitely a feeling there's no talking in this. There's no communication backwards and forwards. For some of you, it could have been because somebody did the wrong thing here and maybe withheld on you, tried to get away with something that they shouldn't have got away with. Okay, there is a need for communication and talk, chat, definitely here, because a new start wants to come in, but it can't. I think it's very interesting. See, this person's avoiding this new start. If you have a look at those cards, look at him looking back. He's running away from a new start here. So you've got someone you're dealing with who's avoiding starting something new with you, which can be causing quite a bit of anxiety here, perhaps even bad dreams, definitely sleepless nights, maybe for both, not just one. And there is some sort of decision that needs to be made here, a decision that requires a lot of balance. This is what I call a head over heart decision here. Somebody trying to balance out their feelings with their logic here, not being able to come to a very good decision because they're not moving, they're stuck. Okay, so we have the devil energy. You may be dealing with someone who's stuck in a codependent relationship. You may be dealing with someone who has addictions, maybe even sort of obsessive behavior, someone who's stuck in a situation that they can't get out of. But it looks to me like a lot of the situation they've got themselves stuck in is in their own head, especially with this card here. So someone unable to move forward at this time. Oh boy, someone from your past, possibly a soulmate. All right, Five of Wands coming out. So this is conflict, and I feel like the conflict is in this wanting to have a new start, wanting to make contact, but looking at these other things and realizing that you can't contact perhaps this person at this time for some reason. Let's go a bit further. Yeah, there is a Five of Swords here as well. So Five of Swords, Five of Wands energy is a bit ouchy. All right, let's put the last card down and then we'll read, yeah. So you're standing back here with this Hermit card. Okay, so somebody's put their boundaries in. There's some sort of relationship, some sort of divine partnership here that's not going forward because there's still somebody holding on to what. This can be secrets, it can be things unknown, it could be that they are concerned that they don't know what's going to happen, so they're not taking the leap of faith. But this will happen because it's in the cards. But if for some unknown reason it's taking them a lot of heartbreak, and we have the Strength card behind that, so that says to me that somebody is going through a lot of decision making here in regards to moving forward on something. They could very likely be drinking too much or immersed in their own fear here with the Devil card here. Quite possibly somebody you know, but also possible that this person's a soulmate and you don't know them yet, that they're in some sort of relationship that they're unable to set themselves free from. They've built their walls around them. They've sort of closed down. You've got someone going back in their shell here and refusing to make a decision. The passion is here. The person is here. Everything is here for it to go ahead, but they've closed down somehow. They could even see you as a bit of a burden because there's a lot of conflict here, and this Hermit card says to me that one or both of you is sort of stepping right back into your own space at this time because there's something that's just not moving ahead. There's some sort of, I don't know, it's like the person sees a victory in what they've done by stepping away, but you can't escape your own destiny. Well, that's my opinion. So it sort of feels as though they're fighting here against what is inevitable. But I think their head is overruling their heart here. I think they know in their heart they want to move forward and have a new start, but they're stuck in the decision of what to do. The fear is too much here. So this can apply to, it doesn't necessarily have to be love, of course. It can apply to anybody that you're dealing with. Someone who really has a past with you or has a soulmate connection. Could be to do with work, with the King of Wands here. Someone not speaking up about something that's going on at work and not allowing the fear is too much for them. And they're fighting against themselves. That's basically what's going on here. So it's like they've put themselves back in this spot where they feel protected because they've made the decision. But the universe has other ideas. And I was going to put a couple more cards down just for a little bit of insight into why the Hermit has come up here. Okay. For some of you, it is a third-party relationship. Someone's trying to escape another relationship here. So for those of you who are dealing with someone who's, you know, not talking to you because they've got someone else that they're trying to escape from, could be codependency too, and certainly could be narcissism, but it's a relationship where they're trying to escape this energy, this devil energy here. Could be a Capricorn, always likely. I did get the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles here. So I would say to you with these three cards, this is sort of signifies that someone else is involved in the whole thing. So if you're in a business deal, it could be the third person in a business deal here. There seems to be this constant trying to stand ground, trying to stick up for yourself. And I can see this with the 2 5s here, that there's this feeling that someone is trying to be heard, trying to speak up, but really too fearful to do anything about it. For some of you, this person will walk away from this situation, but for others of you, it's like they've invested so much at this point in time that walking away may not be an option. They may be walking towards you, but it may be a very slow process. But there's definitely been a lot of manifestation for the future here. This person's hanging on to that chocolate drop. As I said yesterday in my readings, and got a few comments on the chocolate things you'd hung on the Christmas tree. I guess anybody who related to that would understand where I was coming from. Sometimes I'm a little weird, but my kids always tell me that. But this guy's still hanging on to this 1 Pentacles. So he wants a brand new start here, and he feels that he's invested a lot in this situation so far. So he's walking away, and it could be that it means he needs to walk away from the situation he's built with someone else or built in a business. But whatever's happening, there is movement in this card. So whether this is movement towards you or away from you, I am thinking this person is definitely moving in the direction of something. And I'm going to take one more card. Okay, so there you have it. Someone needs to close out a cycle. Could be a cycle of a relationship, could be a business. But this says to me that they are working towards this ending here, and that would make sense with the Fool up the front. So definitely trying to work towards an ending, but there's a lot of fear and possibly addiction here that's stopping them from making this head over heart decision. But it is happening. It's just taking a long time. Have a great day, folks.